And today we're chatting the issues around the Department of Communications, and this kind of affects us all in one form or another. And a lot of issues to unpack. Very recently the Minister did her budget vote speech in Parliament, and a big theme was a new department and new possibilities, and we're going to be finding out what exactly those new possibilities are.
You know, we're responsible for the SABC, ICASA, Films and Publication Board, MDDA, and then also, which is the other entity? Yeah, those are the entities, GCIS in particular. So GCIS is a fully established Section 21 department, which has a Director General, hence you see Mr. Lipuko acting. And then all these other entities, they are, like, except ICASA, it has got councillors, then with CEOs, and the others are run by boards. So we have managed to bring all together all these entities, 5 of them, to the department, and then they've aligned their mission. So the department now is fully functional. We have managed to deliver a budget for the first time. You've heard the chairperson of the portfolio committee saying that otherwise we wouldn't have anything to do oversight. So the department is up and running. Ours is to say to the people of South Africa, they must be able to access information, government information, in any form, in any platform. That's what we're going to do as the department.
From Minister, a little sort of strategic overview, and I keep hearing this theme, new department, new possibilities. Maybe you can, as the chief kind of operating officer, as a DG, how are we going to experience this?
Thank you very much, Peter, and the viewers at home. You're right. My responsibility, I'm a foot soldier. The vision that the minister has outlined, we must ensure that it's well articulated in terms of programs and projects that must be implemented in the department. More so in terms of ensuring that we do have a conducive policy environment that will assist us to deliver on our mandate as a department.
Right, warm welcome back. We're in Fourways today in Johannesburg, and we're talking to the Department of Communications and various bodies and agencies within that department, and you can be part of that conversation at Morning Live SABC. But we're going to start taking some questions from our audience that's here at this venue, and we start at table 23, where we'll find Bongani Mabizela. He has a question.
Tebogo, thanks for the question. I think what you really want to do is to look at what is our intention more broadly. So one of the key things that the GCIS was able to do in the year that just ended was to get a national communication strategy approved. And one of the anchors of that national communication strategy is a recognition that we need to start looking at non-traditional media. So we are assessing the space where we are engaging more closely with our partners in areas such as social media, online media, and other platforms. Because we have this understanding that we need to broaden the mix of the communication tools so that we are accessing more and more South Africans.
Good morning, Peter, and also to your panel. My name is Jonathan Ramodze. I'm the head of community relations at Soweto TV. So Peter, my question goes to the chairperson of the MDDA. You know, one of our responsibilities is to develop the people in our community. But without proper funding, we are unable to do that. So my question is, what is your strategy as the MDDA your funding strategy to community television stations especially?
Well, I mean, absolutely. The community television sector is very capital intensive. I mean, it requires a lot of resources. In fact, if we dedicate our resources to community television, we'll probably only fund 20% of both print and broadcasting and give it to community television. And it's something we're really battling with. And I think the point I was raising earlier is that we have minimal resources and organization. I mean, we have a budget that is less than 50 million for us to actually pursue such a noble cause in society of ensuring that there's integration in terms of language, race, and as well as access to media.
If you look at the normal bulletins, you know you only have 20 minutes. to cover whatever that you need to cover, because you have advertisers there and sponsors. So, but we can talk together. How do we resolve the issues? All of us. I don't think it should be SABC is favoring who, but the fact of the matter, SABC should communicate what government is doing. We're not apologetic about it. We should separate politics and government, because sometimes we combine. When you see the minister, you see ANC. When I see her, I see government, depending on what the minister is communicating on.
Okay.
I believe that is a very good story to showcase both on our TV screens and also on radio media. What is the strategy of the department together with the SABC to showcase that? I think other media houses we've seen in the past, I think they're slightly probably above the SABC insofar as showcasing what business is doing in making an impact, positively so. Of course, in partnership with our government as well, in many cases on such. Thank you.
As a country, unlike the other countries, we don't have a well-coordinated business communicators forum. I've since tasked the Brand SA to make sure that we form that forum. There's also the so-called Play Your Part initiative from Brand SA, wherein other people in business, they are doing good. You don't have to be a multi-million company, but you can also do something good that impacts on the life of people. So I think we'll have to follow up that one you are concerned, Mr. Mabizela.
That's where we're going to have to leave it, and I'll say thank you very much indeed to the Minister of Communications, the Honourable Faith Muthambi. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Ms. Pelisa Nkomo, Chairperson of the MDDA Board, thank you very much. The CEO of the SABC, Mr. Claudio Mutsuneng, thank you very much indeed. Acting DG, Department of Communications, Mr. Divo Mzelele, thank you very much indeed. And to you, Mr. Donald Dipoko, Acting DG, Government Communications, GCIS, thank you so much indeed for your thoughts and your contributions. Thank you.